Gina Rodriguez stars in Awake. Netflix. What happens when everyone in the world loses the ability to fall asleep? We all go mad. According to Netflix's Awake, a sci-fi thriller starring Gina Rodriguez as a mom protecting her children during an extinction event. If you missed the flick's explanation for how the world reached this state, here are some answers, including what's next after that hopeful ending. Read more. Awake review. Netflix has found its next Bird Box with Gina Rodriguez thriller warning. Spoilers ahead. Shamir Anderson plays Dodge and Lucius Hoyos plays Noah. Netflix. Why do cars stop working when the power cuts off? We first see the power cut that kicks off events when Jill Rodriguez is driving. She, Noah and Matilda hear static on the radio, then it crackles and shuts off. Several cars veer across the road and Jill slams the brakes, only for another car to smash them into the nearby lake. Later, a soldier says, anything with a microchip is fried. Cars use semiconductors, tiny but critical chips, for fuel injection, infotainment systems and cruise control. The first microprocessor chips were put in cars in the early 80s. The men at the garage get a Dodge Polara, first introduced in the early 60s, working again by fitting it with an older battery. We need an old car, no electrics, one of them says. Editor's Top Picks. Subscribe to CNET now for the day's most interesting reviews, news stories and videos. Why can Matilda fall asleep? After emerging from the lake, Jill and Noah see Matilda already on the bank, where police officers perform CPR and revive her. The sheriff says she was out for a minute and that she'll be fine. Of course, later Matilda realizes that in that minute, she was actually dead. But the new rules of the world saw her come back to life, with the ability to fall asleep. Maybe I started over. Basically, the solution to the sleep problem is a factory reset, turn yourself off and on again. How does Murphy die? Early on, Matilda demonstrates that you must always clear out the air from a syringe before her grandmother Doris uses one. Later, at the military hub, Dr. Katz saves Matilda from being experimented on by using a syringe to inject Jennifer Jason Leigh's Major Murphy without clearing out the air first. According to Healthline, these air bubbles can travel to your brain, heart, or lungs and cause a heart attack, stroke or respiratory failure. It isn't clear which of these Murphy suffers when she collapses. All we know for sure is that she's not getting up. Jill, with Noah, Lucius Hoyos, and Matilda, Ariana Greenblatt. Netflix. Where's Jill's husband? Pictures on the mantle of Doris' house show Jill's wedding picture with her husband in military uniform. Later, when Dodge asks Noah what happened to his father, Noah says, he died in the war. Why does Jill not have custody of her children? When Doris asks Jill for sleeping medication, Jill replies, I don't do that anymore.